Welcome back to the MoonShot Money channel. I'm Chase Vickers, and in today's video we're going to take a close look at a stock that you may not be too familiar with, and that is Livongo Health. The MoonShot Money team believes that this company is an undiscovered diamond sitting right there in plain sight. In the last few days though, someone's beginning to pay attention. The stock price was up 25% just yesterday, July 7th. Are you ready? Let's go. Livongo Health, ticker symbol LVGO, went public in July 2019, but its initial public offering slipped under most investors' radar. There wasn't much fanfare. There's been many flashier stock debuts over the last year or two, but Livongo's unique approach to digital health management could send well-informed investors' portfolios to the moon in the years to come. Let me remind you, we are not professional money managers. We call videos like this entertainment and educational. So please do your own due diligence before investing. Okay, let's take a quick look at the market opportunity, what Livongo actually does, and why investors like us should be paying attention. Customers are coming. Baby boomers have already begun the transition into retirement, beginning what some have dubbed as the silver tsunami. And within 10 years, the entire baby boomer generation will have reached the age of 65. That also means that a very large portion of the United States population will bring with them a whole host of chronic medical conditions that will need to be managed. Enter Livongo. Livongo Health reports that there are 147 million Americans that live with at least one chronic medical condition, while 40% deal with more than one. Diabetes, to cite just one example, can be managed with proper diet and exercise. But let's be honest, diet and exercise on your own is pretty hard.
As a Livongo member, you have access to a lot of other benefits. You can see all your blood glucose readings online in your private Livongo account. After each reading, you'll receive a personalized message that helps you stay on track with your diabetes. You can also talk to a coach about anything related to diabetes by phone or text message. And if your blood glucose is out of range, you can get a support call from our coaches to help you get back in range. And even have your friends and family notified automatically. Welcome to Livongo. Get started to discover a new approach to managing diabetes.
Then there's astronomical cost. Managing these conditions costs the healthcare system hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Livongo, again to the rescue. Simplified, the company collects information and applies artificial intelligence and other sophisticated algorithms to analyze the patient's data. Their system then uses the results to provide patients with feedback, coaching, and action items. Here's the cool part. Livongo helps people better manage their own health. Initially focused on diabetes management, Livongo has successfully expanded into other areas as well, including hypertension, weight management, diabetes prevention, and behavioral health, including depression. This unique approach saves money and puts patients in charge of their own chronic conditions. Existing clients that originally signed on for the company's diabetes management tool have been so impressed with the results that they're now signing up for additional solutions. Approximately 20% of Livongo's client base have now signed up for multiple solutions like weight management and behavioral health. With the obesity problem in the United States, this could go a long, long way in helping people cope with weight problems, plus more profit for Livongo and investors.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, sir. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Livongo's first quarter 2020 results were very impressive. They now expect revenue in a range of $290 million to $303 million. This guidance represents year-over-year growth of about 74%, given that Livongo's solutions tap into a very large demographic, helps improve the quality of life for those managing chronic conditions, and reduces costs for healthcare providers. We see a healthy recipe for a win-win. The company's impressive growth should be appealing to a large cross-section of investors. Lately, digital health has gained so much popularity. Carrying the idea of managing patients' conditions at home leads to a lower hospitalization rates and lower healthcare costs. In the first quarter of the year, membership numbers surged 100% to 328,000. Yes, you heard that right, a subscription-based service business. There is also plenty, let me say again, plenty of room for growth. About 34.2 million Americans have diabetes and 88 million American adults have prediabetes. With 328,000 patients now and over 122 million Americans alone dealing with diabetes in some form, Livongo currently has only 0.25% of the potential customers that they could eventually have. Plenty of room to grow. From an investment perspective, that's pretty exciting, but not so much from a health perspective. In the meantime, Livongo continues to invest in sales, marketing, and research to drive the company's growth. These costs will show up as expenses, though, in the second half of this year. In recent days, the share price has been on a tear, but if Livongo can meet its profitability goal, the shares should move considerably higher. Just be aware, the share price might face a short-term setback if the company misses their goals or there's profit taking from this recent run-up. For the long-term MoonShot Money investors, Livongo remains a very interesting opportunity because the company is just at the beginning of its growth story. Always a great time to invest in wonderful companies. Even if the economic slowdown we've all been experiencing because of the pandemic weighs on Livongo's revenue growth, the situation should be only temporary. So we don't foresee that to be a major concern. We might be looking at a virus-resistant kind of investment here. From all we can gather, Livongo's platform really works. The insurance plans and self-insured companies offering Livongo are seeing an average annual savings of over $1,900 in reduced medical costs per member, and glucose levels are dramatically improving within just a couple of months on the platform. That is great news for millions and millions of Americans and investors as well who see the possible future benefits and profits. The recent pandemic we've all been dealing with is helping Livongo's business expand. Remote patient monitoring is being viewed more of a must-have than ever before. Livongo CEO Zane Burke said in the company's Q1 conference call, "There is no question in our mind that this pandemic has accelerated a more extensive virtual care delivery model. Remote monitoring is here to stay, and we expect it to become the standard of care for the most vulnerable and expensive populations." If you don't believe that, take a moment to look at Teladoc's stock price since about March. In full disclosure, we are long Livongo and believe the stock price has a long way to travel in the years to come. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, all we ask out of you is to drop a like and subscribe. As always, remember, if you're not interested in your money, someone else is. We'll see you next time.